So as you've seen, some of the trains that I didn't have working, I've now actually got working, including this one, which is the Battle of Britain, which was Dad's favourite. Not the Battle of Britain, the Sir Winston Churchill, which is Dad's favourite. You would have seen that running. And there's a couple of others. This one still doesn't run. And obviously this one, which is currently in pieces. I've been looking at track plans online as well. I'm going to see, I've got an idea now of what I want. So I'm toying with the idea to take all this apart and try and lay out all the track that I want, to see if I've got enough track, to see if I need to buy any more track. But I've got, as I say, I've got an idea that I like, so I'm going to be doing that now. This is going to be the plan that I want to do. Hopefully I've got enough track. I've definitely got enough points. But I'm also going to extend it onto, eventually going to extend the boards onto this side and that side. So that is a track I'm now going to try and recreate. So there we go, all the track is now off the board. It's all laid out on the board. I've split it up into individual pieces of track. Next thing, I probably should have done this before I started, but I want to now clean it all thoroughly. I'm going to clean it all thoroughly. I've been recommended by somebody to get some underlay. So I'm going to get a sheet of underlay to cover the board, and then I shall start laying my track plans out. Now I'm going to start cleaning the track. I bought this stuff a long time ago. You see it from your Scalextrics. It's called Plebies. Plebies Plebies products. I have no idea whether they're still going or not. However, this stuff is great for getting rust off. As I say, I used it for getting rust off of my Scalextrics. I'm hoping it'll work. The same reason for getting the rust off some of the track, because some of it needs a good clean, as you can probably see. It's in very, very poor condition. So I'm going to see if there's anything I can do to salvage it. So the idea is I'll spray this Plebby stuff onto it and then gently rub it off with the sanding block. It's, as I say, I used it before for the Scalextrics. Very, very effective. Hopefully it's going to be just as effective for the train set. You see it looks a little shinier there than it does there, so I'm not sure how effective it is at the moment, but it certainly looks a lot cleaner. Definitely looks a lot cleaner. Let me put it alongside another piece of the same size. There you go, you can probably see the difference in that. So not all of it needs doing, just some of it will need another one there. Look. Some of it's fairly new, as you can see. It's fairly clean. That's a lot of it's fairly clean. So I am back in here today, still under the mammoth job of the moment of cleaning all the track and working out what's decent and what can be used and what can't be used. And then I want to get my if I've got enough track for it, my permanent track down, and that'll be it. Then I won't be changing my mind. Well, not yet anyway. It's now Boxing Day, so I've got a little bit of time off. I've had yesterday, got today. I'm only doing a few hours for the next few days, so I hopefully want to crack on quite a bit with the train set. I've also found a train shop in Peterborough that have been really, really helpful. I went down there on Christmas Eve and got myself one of these. It's only Payco, which is the other brands of Hornby, but they all make similar sort of stuff. And I got one of these books. So this book basically gives me all sorts. It gives me all this lot. about the model railway plans, how to make a start, finding a place for it, small plans, large plans. It also has the radius curves and things like that. So although I've got lots of track, I don't actually know what it is. So what I'm going to try and do now, I'm going to try and match the Hornby track to the Payco track, and then use my track on the Payco plans, if that makes sense. There is one in here that I quite like. So this is the track geometry thing. It explains all of the Payco track, what radius curves they are and what numbers they are, and then it tells you down here in the little diagram what you need to make this. I say this is the one that I want. I'd love something like that. I'm not sure if I've got enough room for something like that, but I'm going to assess and see. What I have found is a Payco to Hornby track converter. So you can just see it there. So Hornby R609. So according to this, the Hornby R609 is the equivalent to the Payco 231. Right, I've been playing around with track plans and track ideas. So now, as it stands, I've got 3 complete ovals. At the moment, they're not connected in any way or anything like that. So they are 3 individual tracks. So I've got this little fella out now. I'm going to try him and put him on here. And let's see if the individual tracks will work. There you go. So the outside track runs. A little bit of a sticking point just over there. I should check that out in a minute. Okay, let's stop him there. So the second loop is now working completely. So that's the second one working. I'm now going to try and make sure the third one works. So now the third one is connected. Let's see if that one works. There we go. So now I have all 3 lines working. So all separate lines work. Now I'm going to try and connect them via points and things like that and see how I go from there.